And I'll go put the write-up up on the website so that in case somebody needs it. Actually, I'll just put it in here.
Okay. Tanisha, do you normally start at 7 exactly, or do you wait 5 or 10
Oh, I
minutes?
usually wait till like 7:05 because people come in.
Okay. For folks just entering the room, we're going to start at 7:05 Eastern.
No problem. Thanks.
So we'll start in 1 minute. In the meantime, you're welcome to go to tryhackme.com, log in, and you'll be able to basically search for a room. The room that we're going to be working on is called the Chocolate Factory. It's a Willy Wonka's themed room. And yeah, once you do that, we'll go through the next steps. Okay, well, welcome. We are going to go ahead and start on our Friday night lab. My name is Slammer. My pronouns are they and them. And this is my first time actually leading this, so I also hope to learn a lot. I know we'll be playing around with different tools and techniques in this beginner CTF that is hosted by TryHackMe. Some tools we will be working with is Nmap, which is a network discovery and security auditing tool that's used to find online hosts on your network, also used for detection of open ports and listening services, also used to fingerprint hosts based on running services, and Nmap has a variety of automated scripts that you can run, but I don't think that will happen during this CTF. We do have a write-up, and I'm not sure if we give that information on YouTube. Misha, I didn't necessarily want to give.
Yeah, you can let them know where the website is. Just the password is just in the chat, but you can tell them the URL.
Okay, you can go to blackgirlshack.org/FNL. Can I give them the password or no?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, and then in lowercase, get you some, all in lowercase, and then BGH, uppercase, and then exclamation part. So get you some lowercase, and then BGH, uppercase, and then exclamation point as the password to get the write-up for this particular room on tryhackme.com called Chocolate Factory. So I know we have a few folks on Zoom, and I want to check in with you all to see if everybody has logged into TryHackMe and has found the Chocolate Factory room. And you can unmute yourself, or you could put that in the chat. Cool. Okay, so I'll give just one more minute while folks start doing that. And to get to the room, you have to log into TryHackMe, so you do need an account. And then from the dashboard, you click Learn. And then you click All Rooms, and you type Chocolate Factory. See, it comes up, and then you're able to load that room. Okay, so I will continue. And feel free to let me know when you need me to slow down. We're basically following along in the CTF or on the CTF write-up. And so we'll have plenty of chances to kind of go back through the steps. So we are going to join the room in order to access the materials and start the machines. And you're able to, as far as I know, create your own instance on your own machine of these write-ups, where we're actually lucky. It's awesome that TryHackMe allows you to deploy machines within the web browser. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to next launch the attack machine, and we'll click on Start Attack Box. And some of this will probably take a little bit of time depending on your, like how fast your internet is. So sometimes it takes me like 30 seconds and other times it will take me 2 minutes to start that machine. And then you can simultaneously also deploy the machine. So that's the machine that you'll be working with in order to be able to attack it. So we'll do that as well. And you'll see that here it gives you the active machine information, the name of the machine, Chocolate Factory. The IP address will be shown soon, and we'll be able to refresh the time limit. So we're not going to need to worry about that, and it won't take us the full 2 hours. So once your attack machine is up and you deployed your active machine information, and you have actually specifically the IP address show up, let me know. Folks that are on the Zoom, just indicate that either in the chat or unmute yourself. Thanks.
Yeah, coming up.
Does that mean it's up now? You've deployed?
No, not yet. 50%.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know in the chat when that is up. Both of the machines deployed. Okay, awesome. So you'll see that my IP address for my machine is this here. Yours will be different. So don't be concerned if for some reason, not for some reason, that it's different, because that's what it should be. So it seems like my machine is up, my attack machine is up. Michael, you seem good. And then we're just waiting on you, right? Okay, great. So it seems like everybody is ready. So we're gonna start, basically the idea of this room is that we are trying to get into the chocolate factory. So we want to see what is happening on the side of the chocolate factory in terms of what is running on their network. So we can see how we can identify what services are vulnerable and that we can possibly manipulate or attack. So we'll do that. Maybe, well, I talked about the tool that one of the tools that we're going to be working with is Nmap. So we will actually do an Nmap scan. And what we're going to do is open up our terminal. I may have gone a little bit fast. So here's our terminal icon. We're going to open up our terminal and we're going to write this command. And then we need the IP address of the chocolate factory because we're specifically scanning their network. So my address is, the IP address is 10.10.254.94. And so the -SC is an Nmap scripting engine that performs automated network tasks. The -SV probes open ports to determine service version info. The IP address is what I said is your IP address that displays the active machine information box, which is the information from the chocolate factory. And we'll hit enter to scan. So it's probably going to take, I've never done this room, so I'm not sure how long it should take, but it also depends on your internet connection, and also what is happening on the network. So I'm thinking maybe in the next minute or so. And I just saw that some other folks joined, so I didn't notice that more folks have joined. So if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or write in the chat. I'm very happy to slow down. And also folks may have questions and I may not be able to answer them, but there's plenty of folks in this room that will probably have answers too. Has anybody gotten their results yet?
No, still scanning.
While we're waiting for the scan, why don't we actually check out the website using the IP address for the chocolate factory. So I'm going to open up Firefox. While that's happening, folks you feel free to just check out your scan, see what's going on while I open it. If you don't feel like opening it right now, but so I'm going to put in my IP address. Well, not my IP address, but IP address of the chocolate factory. And that's the website. And we'll take a look in a second. Michael, you say that your scan is 28%. How are you seeing that? I don't have anything that indicates that for me. Oh, thanks. Okay, so I hit enter. Thanks, Michael. And it looks like I'm about 99% done. Okay. So there's a lot going on here. And I don't really know what's happening here. A lot of information was given to me. And oh, if I keep going up. So I see that there's at least one open port, FTP, that's running FTP. And we'll go through it more. I see that there's another open port that's running SSH. There seems to be a couple different ports that are running HTTP. And once folks once your results have come in, just indicate that in the chat or unmute yourself. It seems like maybe Michael, you're almost done, or probably your scan just finished.
Yep, I also see the result.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we'll leave that there. And where is my, okay. So we're really gonna probably focus on the first three results of the scan, which is the the open port, like 21, 22, and I think 80. And those are some of the most common ones that are open, as probably some of us know, or that would be open in this case. So yeah, so as the write-up indicates, it looks like we need a password to log in. Our Nmap scan showed that we can do an anonymous FTP login. So we actually we won't need a password to log in. And remember that FTP is a file transfer protocol that allows us to transfer files between computers. And I actually want to go back and take a look at the scan really quick. Yeah, so we see this is a version of this service. And yeah, here it indicates that it's an anonymous FTP login. What else here? Just reading through the message. Okay, I think that's good. So what we're gonna do is, because we know that we can do an anonymous login, why don't we, I'm gonna open up another tab for the terminal, because I wanna keep those Nmap scan results easily available. So we're going to FTP into the Charlotte Factory network. And we don't need a password. Oh, we should actually put the name. We should type out anonymous. And then in this case, we don't need to put the password in until the login is successful. Okay. And then we're going to, the next step is to LS. So it's going to give us a list. And I'm looking for this file that it should, oh, okay. So now we see that there is a file that we could potentially have access to. We don't know if it's an important file, but it's called Gumroom, and it's a JPEG file. So that's something that's potentially interesting, but also it's just interesting because we were able to even access it. So we're actually going to try to download this file. So to do that, we type get and then gumroom.jpg. Okay. And so I think, let me double check. That should have worked. It looks like, oh, it says, yeah, 226, the transfer complete. So that should work. So let's open up another tab. And when we open up that new tab, what we want to do is actually take a look at that picture, and we're gonna say apt install EOG, which is a picture viewer. I've never actually used that, so I'm excited to include that in my as like one of the services that I use. So I just wanted to check in, where is everybody at in terms of the room?
Yeah, running apt install.
Okay. So once you run that apt install, you're going to, now you want to actually like open up the picture, take a look at it. So we'll type EOG.
I'm getting an error connecting to the Ubuntu repository. Did I miss something?
Can you share your screen?
Oh, yes, I can try.
Mm-hmm.
You see this?
App install EOG, but unable to. Okay. Huh. Oh, what app install EOG? That should have worked,
So,
but maybe you need to go. Sorry.
oh no, I was gonna say ping 10.10.228.86.
Uh,
Your
this.
attack machine IP address. It's on the left hand side of the screen underneath the red banner.
Oh, sorry. This IP, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
10.10.228.86. All right, Control C, and then ping 8.8.8.8. All right, so for some reason you don't have access to the outside world. So in order to do the apt, you need to be able to get it. So what I would do is refresh your try hack me and come
Okay,
back in here and do it again.
sure. I'll try that.
Thank you. Okay. Would you be able to stop sharing your screen and then?
Yeah, just a moment.
Okay, great. Thank you. So then, yeah, can other folks indicate where they're at? And I'm just sharing my screen, and I'm not able to see what people have written yet. So I'll go up here. Okay, so a few people seem to have that same error. Okay, awesome. And some folks are able to see the double mint picture image. Cool. So Nada, you should just refresh your try hack me again, and just let us know, you and Arva let us know when you are able to connect. And for folks on YouTube who are not able to see the chat, if Tanisha just shared that if your ping to 8.8.8 is not working, refresh your browser and reload the try hack me page. Yeah, not I have never used I've never actually used this room, so I don't necessarily think it will matter if as long as you can just open up the image. But you may have other problems in the future, so I'm just saying that maybe you should just uh, refresh. Yeah. Yeah, so if you think you're having a connection error, you should probably just refresh because that will probably come up again at some point during this lab. Okay, so we're going to use StegHide to see if there are files to extract. And we're going to do this by, let's go to, I'm going to open up another tab. Okay, so we're going to type StegHide info gumroom.jpg. And I'm going to hit oh, did I need a passphrase? I guess I didn't. So it's telling us that this is encrypted with base 64. And we're going to need to, and it gives us a little bit more information, but next we're going to try to extract data. So we will use a few more commands. And then, yeah, not since folks can't always see what's in the chat, I'll just, make sure to relay what, or at least if you're on YouTube, you wouldn't necessarily read what's on the chat. I wanted to mention and reiterate that EOG, or I don't know if people say AOG or whatever, is what it's doing is just displaying the image from the command line. So you could honestly just go to the image wherever it is located and double click on it and open it. But it's just like something else in your tool belt. So let me move this over a little bit. Okay, let's try another command. So it just extracted data to to a text file called b64 .text. And what -sf means is extract data from Lego file. And we're going to take a look at what's in that file. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to type cat. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, that this was, a base 64 encrypted file. It has, it's a base 64 hash. So we're going to be able to decode it. And the way that this way to indicate that is, sorry, I may need to refresh as well in a second. Michael, you wrote something in the text. I just wanted to see if you were clarifying something or in the chat. Okay. So okay, so Michael, I think you said the context of the B64 text was a random text. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the contents of the B64 text and use the echo command to format it in order to decode it. And we're going to just like highlight and copy this. if anyone knows like a better way of doing this, then let me know. I'm going to hit Shift Control Copy. And then oh.
Yeah, I think you can do the you can echo the whole file, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that makes sense. Echo, oh. And then, and I think I have to actually put it in quotes. Over, yeah, quotes. Type base 64. Huh.
Yeah, I don't think you need the quotes. I think you can just
Oh,
say echo the file. But there may be a flag, so if that doesn't work, let me know and I'll take a look.
let's see if I'm doing that right.
Oh, okay. So someone said it works with cat. So say cat B64 and then pipe it to base 64 dash D. Try that.
Oh, great.
Oh, yay.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, this gives us a lot of information. I also just want to check. Yeah, thanks so much for doing that, putting that in the chat. I sorry, go through the next steps. Where is everybody at? Is everybody at the place that I am at right now in terms of being able to get the contents of the base 64 text?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. So what happened, what we're saying is that there's a shadowed password for Charlie. Let me go here. And I'm trying to find where that is. Oh, okay, I see it. Here, right here. It's one of the last entries. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy it up to, sorry, y'all, did I click on something and I didn't even notice that? Okay. That's fine. So we're going to copy everything up to the first, I'm guessing the first colon, but I just want to make sure that I'm right about that. Let's see. So, yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, so from here where that forward slash is to the beginning to the $sign right here, we're going to copy this. And we're going to type echo. And then I think here we actually do need the quotation marks or the single quotes. And then I will paste it. And we want to create a new, what do I call it? Like a new file. And we'll call it PSW, TXT. And we're basically going to put the shadowed password into that text file, and we'll hit enter. Okay. So I just want to make sure that everyone is there so far. And you can just put in the chat as well where you're at. So we're gonna use John to crack the password. Is anybody familiar with John? Because I'm not familiar. Is this a password cracker?
John the Ripper, yes.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
password
John the
cracker.
Ripper. Oh, sorry. I was like, I've never, okay, John the Ripper. Okay, cool. So we're gonna use John the Ripper to crack the password. And we are going to first, because it's in this file path. We'll type that. And our word list is in this path. So yeah, the word list is rockyou.text. And I know I'm gonna have a problem. And then Charlie PSWD. So what should happen is that it's going to go through the RockU text list and be able to see if any of those passwords in that word list match the passwords that are in this Charlie PSWD.txt file. And we're gonna let it keep going as it kind of iterates through all of the different possible passwords. And while folks are doing that, I'm going to check to see. I've forgotten that we need to put our answers in order to make sure that we complete this room. So the key that we found, I'm pretty sure was this. I see that there's like some password hash issues. Were you able to figure that out? I am wrong. Why did I put that as, it's not the key.
Sorry, what's the question?
I'm trying to make sure that we don't miss questions because we have to answer the challenge questions in order to finish the room.
Yeah, so it didn't take that answer, the encrypted password.
Are you running the word list?
No, I mean, enter the key you found. I pasted the encrypted password there. It says not correct answer.
You put in this hash here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I am a little confused what.
So I think it wants the base 64 key that you copied originally, because that was from a certificate. So I think that's
the
the
file
key
name. Okay.
No, remember there was a big chunk of text that was base 64 and we ended up saying cat in order to get it out. That was the key.
Oh, so we should paste that entire thing in here?
Yeah, so I think it was called B64.
Text, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let me copy that. So I just went and typed cat B64 .text. Okay. Yeah, that's not working for me.
Let me go look.
Let me see if there was any other key that came up for us. I don't think so. I don't think there was anything else that we were able to uncover. Were you able to figure out the hash issue? I think you were able to, Michael, but I didn't see whether you were able to do that.
Sorry, what is the hash issue?
Someone in the chat indicated that there was something happening where um, they weren't able to run the word list. So, but we seem to have cleared that up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me see what's happening with this. Okay, it has anybody, I'm not sure how long this would normally take in the try hack me because sometimes I have connection issues. Has anybody been able to uncover the password? I mean, I'm guessing that list is quite long. Like if we were to actually look at the list right now, we have, yeah, it's going to take a minute, most likely. And I'm for whatever reason, yeah, I'm at 4.2%, which we'll see at one point, will the password come up? I'm not quite sure where it is on this list. How is everybody else? Let me make sure that everybody else is at least at this point. And we're still trying to figure out what key they're referring to because we, in the challenges list, to be able to answer these questions, I put in the whole, the base 64 text, and it's, the submission is not correct. So
Yeah, everywhere I found online has said that it's the oh, but you know what? I see some spaces in here. What's at the beginning of this message here? Does this start with I see a space in between 6 and O. Is that can you go to the top of the key that you just put?
yeah, I mean, I copied it word for, I mean, I just copied it. So let me see. If, okay, I'm gonna copy it again. And actually, let me, copy the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on. I don't know why this is not correct.
Yeah, just skip that one and just go on. Did the scan ever complete?
For me, it is yeah, it did not complete yet. It seems to be going pretty slow for everyone. Is your scan going, Art?
Yeah, it just goes on and on.
So you know what the walkthrough, it actually just takes the key because it turns out that that's actually a private key. So it just takes and then it logs in through SSH using the private key. So it doesn't even go through the process of trying to decrypt the the shadow file. So maybe just try to use the key to log in with SSH. It's on what is this page 15? It looks like.
Page 15 or number 15?
Oh, I'm sorry. In the walkthrough document,
Mhm.
it's on page 15.
Okay, so we should skip to page 15 and not do any of the.
Wait, did we skip? Let me see.
We're only on number like we're on page 7, basically. No, not page 7. We're on page 8.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Um, so I don't like we do need the password.
Yeah. It says let's use this password to log in.
I don't know if it's the same password that's in the write-up.
Oh, I don't know. Is the password in the write up?
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
well then you want to just try to log in with the password that's in there and
Let
see if
me.
that works.
I'm guessing that the highlighted orange one is the.
Michael, what did yours say? Did it tell you what the password was?
Yeah, it's the same one. It's,
Oh, okay. Cool.
okay. Well, I don't know why mine is still taking a very long time to go or to go through that list, but we'll just, yeah, that's the password. So we should go to your go to the chocolate factory IP address, and I'm trying to figure out, yeah, go to the Charlotte, your IP address. That should be, it's easy just to kind of look at, like, go to the left and under the active machine information, and you'll see the IP address here or of the chocolate factory. But mine is 10.10.254.94. I type in Charlie and then CN7824 is the password. And let's see. So everyone should be able to log into the chocolate factory site. Has everyone done that? And it seems that we can also put in commands here. So we'll start doing that too. Arv, are you good? Are you in the chocolate factory site?
Just a minute.
Okay. So while folks are doing that, I'm going to type in the ls command to see what happens. And we'll see that it gives us a list of files. And sorry, I do want to move this.
Yeah, the bottom, if you click on the bottom thing in this three tiles here, the bottom one will collapse the left window.
All the way
So
through
there's
that?
oh no, like in the middle little section, the thing you just pulled out, that one right there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then to put it back, I get to this. Okay, cool. So we'll see. We'll be able to see that there's a list of files here that is somewhere on the network that we could possibly access. And that is sad, but very exciting for us. There seems to be a file called key_rev_key. And why don't we see what's in that file? Because any file that says key seems like a pretty good file to look at. Okay, so I wish this was more user or UI friendly, but it does look like it was made in the 90s, which makes sense. So yeah, so we see like there's a bunch of stuff on here, and yeah, it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. If you want to take a look, including like information about all sorts of libraries that are being used, like a lot of good information. Ubuntu is running on the network. There's a lot of things that could be like glummed from this, I guess. So now we're going to try to use the strings command on that file. And I'm going to scroll back to the left here. Okay, so this makes it a little bit more readable for us because that was not very friendly. And the next step, we're gonna go through this and kind of like skim a little bit on what it's telling us, and we see, in like plain English, enter your name. It has however you want to say this, and then congratulations, you have found the key. So I think that means that this is really good for us. We're gonna copy this. And we're gonna go back to the challenges list. And it says enter the user flag here. I'm guessing.
No, I think that's the key, the top one. I think that might have been the key.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and let's see that if that works. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, if it was a flag, it would have said flag. Okay, awesome. So now we are going to figure out how to, because one of the questions in the challenges is change user to Charlie. So we need to figure out how to become Charlie because we're the attacker, and access Charlie's files. So why don't we try Netcat? And Netcat is another networking tool that allows us to listen on open ports to make connections. It can also be used as a backdoor to gain access to a target server. We're going to start a netcat listener and use a port that's not in use. So, and yeah, before I keep going, it seems like maybe we have a few issues at hand. So, okay, my machine is that IP address, but it's not loading in Firefox attack machine. Can you, what happens if you refresh your machine, refresh, try hack me? Sometimes you have to stop your machine and then redeploy it. Yeah, so Tanisha brought up that to make sure you're not loading HTTPS, that it should just be the IP address, like just without, you don't even need to type HTTP, just type out the IP address as is. Yeah, let us know how that is going. Okay, so I will start this netcat listener. Sorry, y'all, I accidentally I fast forwarded to doing something else real quick. Okay, so NC, NLVP, we'll go through like what all of these flags mean. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the end is a numeric only IP addresses, no DNS. L is the flag for listen mode for inbound connections. V is for verbose, and P is for port number. And then we're going to listen on 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to go back to the website and we're going to type clear. I'm assuming in the command box. Okay. The command field, we type clear. So now all of that information about some of the services running on their network is gone. And we do know that the programming language that's being used is PHP, and we're going to use a PHP reverse shell to help us gain backdoor access. To break that down a little bit further, a reverse shell is when one computer connects to another computer, but the initiating computer forwards their shell to the destination. So we're going to click on the reverse shell cheat sheet tab and scroll down to PHP and insert the listed code in the command box. So the listed code would be, if you have this write up, you would be able to see it. So yeah, Michael, could you like let us know what was the issue that you had? And there's no issue that is stupid or dumb or anything like that. It's just like sometimes it's, we end up copying an extra letter or forgetting how to do something that we tend to do every single day. So yeah, so please let us know what the issue you had. Okay, so I think I lost my place. Click on the reverse shell sheet tab and scroll down to PHP. Okay, So I need to actually check to see where the reverse shell cheat sheet tab is. I don't see that here. Well, I actually, like if you have the write-up, then you already have the code that we can paste in here, the PHP code. And remember that you need to change the IP address to your root address and make sure the port numbers match. So let's go here. And actually, I didn't copy that. I do need the PHP cheat sheet because I can't. Oh yeah.
No. So in the middle, see there's a little clipboard in the middle of the thing. So if you copy it from your Word document on your machine and then you put it in here and then you select all and then say Control P and then copy it and then collapse the clipboard and then you can put it over on the right.
Yeah, I forgot.
I didn't say anything because like I thought it loved you and like you haven't had to copy anything to the clipboard and every time I come in here it's like you have to put it in the clipboard. I'm gonna ignore you.
Yeah, I haven't done try hacking so long. I completely forgot that was an option. Oh, obviously I didn't follow directions because I just hit execute for that and I didn't actually change any of the information that needs to be changed. So, okay, our port number is correct. And then we need to put our IP address, not the machine we are attacking. So our IP address is, I already forgot. Oh, 183. Okay. And now I'm gonna execute. Okay, so now I've hit execute and once the connection is made, we should be, let's go to our terminal. We should.
Slammer, can you paste that PHP string in the chat?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Thanks.
Okay. So so make sure that you change change the root IP address to your actual, like, what am I saying? Your attacker machine. So you'll see that I put like 10.10.203.183. That's the IP address of my root machine. So now I should be able to do some stuff. Like you'll see that something just happened. So I'm going to type who am I? And this comes up. And like basically that, I'm pretty sure that's a folder. And we'll be able to navigate to home. And let's do that. Okay, let's go to, once again, okay, CD, actually, yeah. Okay, I just put ls because I wanted to see what files or what was in this particular folder. And then I want to go to home because I'm in. And I want to see what's there. There's Charlie. I'm gonna go in here. I see it into the Charlie folder and I ls to look at all the files that are in that folder, files or folders. And I see that there is a text file called user.txt. So, okay, permission denied. So I have to see if I can escalate privileges. And I'm gonna hope that maybe I could sudo. Oops. No. Okay, I'm missing something. Oh, let me do this. Okay.
So I think you have to log in as the using the key first.
Huh. Okay. So I think, yeah, I'm looking at the write-up and it says to do, well, I didn't do sudo L to list options, like to, and I haven't gone past that, but is that not what we're supposed to do?
No, I think the page above that. Remember I was talking earlier about the key, and I thought that was the private key. So if you look at the pot, what is that page?
Oh, yeah,
15.
sorry. I completely went 2 pages forward without doing, that makes complete sense. Okay. So, oh yeah. So I need to, so this is like one of the files that were listed in here. And so there's like here's the public key, and I'm gonna copy this. And now I want to look at this other file. So normally, I don't know any other way, but you would be able to know that it's a public key because you see that it's the extension is .pub. And then here is the private key, which is great. That's what we want. And the private key is a secret key that can be used to encrypt and decrypt the message. So we're going to see if we can use it to unlock that user.txt file. We're going to open another tab because I really like tabs. And copy the contents of the teleport to a text file. So I don't remember if I did that. No, I didn't. I'll go here. And then we're going to move it to this new text file. Did I do something? Oh, yep, I did that wrong. Okay, let me do that again.
I don't think it. Maybe just open up a like in Nano or whatever, just paste it in there and then save it as something. It doesn't work for me either to do the multi-line.
Okay, so Okay, so I created a text file called private key.txt. And then private keys, they're great because you need you need their permissions changed so that the owner can read and write to files. So we have to actually do chmod to be able to change ownership. So of that file, so we're gonna do chmod 600 private key. Okay.
I've been saying that wrong for my entire life.
Wait, how do you say it? Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
I call it schmod.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Um, I mostly heard it say chmod, but I like chmod better, I think. Okay, so now we can see. Oh, I should probably that. So it would have been great if I like actually did this. Oh, that's too much. To show the read write permissions, but to show the difference. But yeah, what am I doing? So we should have changed permissions so that we're able to use this text file. So now we're going to SSH into the system with Charlie as the user. We're going to use the I flag with SSH and I equals identity file. And the use of the identity file allows specification of the private key to use for authentication with the given host. So let's try that. And SSH Charlie at 10, 10, 247. No, I'm looking at the notes. You should actually put the IP address of the chocolate factory, and mine is 10.10.254 94. Okay, and we are going to use that that I flag, and then name our private key text file to use that key to be able to SSH. And then private key.txt invalid format. Is the I'm not sure what I did wrong. Yeah. Has anybody been able to get in? I did something wrong. There's the private key. Oh yeah. I'm going to nano private key. Should I'm guessing, yeah, I need to copy this whole thing. Was anybody else able to?
I was thinking it might be just because you have a like if you have an extra, it looks like you have an extra space in the top, it looks like. Is that a row up there, or is it just the top row?
I don't think it's a row. Also, my computer is about to shut down, so I have to run and get my charger real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. So was anyone able to get their key to let them in?
I'm still trying to look for where is the teleport file.
So when you logged in to the what was it called? There was 3 files in the folder when we logged in a little while ago. One of them was teleport, one was teleport dot public, and then the other one was something else. But the teleport file has the private key. When we logged in as when we set up the Netcat listener, and then we were logged in with the www data user, and then we set ls into Charlie's home file. There were 3 files on there.
Okay, so I missed the step of logging in as the www user. Where did you get the hint for that?
Yeah, that was on page 12 of the walkthrough. So
I'm not looking at the walkthrough. Okay.
oh,
Okay, no issues.
How do I delete this text? Like, very.
I do DD for every line, but I don't know how to delete them all at one time. My what is it called? My VI game is not great.
Yeah, I don't have a VI game at all. That's the thing.
So just delete the file and create a new one.
That's true. That is the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
But I want to keep the file, so it's only taking. Okay, let's see if that was the problem.
Well, I think you need to schmod it because you just updated it, so or whatever.
Okay, and then okay, so now I'm in. So the problem was that I didn't copy the whole entire key. I only copied. I should have copied like the begin and the end text, and I didn't copy that. So that's why it didn't go through. Okay, is everybody at this point? Because now we all should be the user Charlie. And you can indicate that in the chat if you're here already. Okay, so we're going to CD into the Charlie folder. And we want to see what's in there. You see that there's 3 files. We already knew that. This is because the whole point of this is so that we are able to actually view what's in the text file. And that's where our flag is. We can copy the flag. And it's one of our challenge questions. Submit. Okay. Where is everybody at in terms of this? We have one more challenge question. Because now we're looking for the root flag.
I'm too far back, so I'm just watching. No worries.
Well, we can go back. Where are you at?
I've done the NC.
So you were able to run netcat?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that was the last step. I'm looking at the files.
Were you able to actually deploy your reverse shell?
Yes.
Okay. Now there's a connection made, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you have done that, can you type who am I? Or actually, why don't I stop sharing my screen and then you share your screen?
Okay, just a moment.
Okay. So now you see that we are, you were able to do a who am I? Can you
Yeah.
increase your a little bit? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. And so the next step is for you to CD into the Charlie folder. So you're going to type CD forward slash. We're going to, and it's in the path of home. So HOME. And then in the home folder is the Charlie folder. Now we want to see what's actually in the Charlie folder. So that's great. So we see those three, we see the public key, which is called teleport, that's indicated by the extension. Then we see, normally what will happen is that the teleport, like if you see teleport.pub, if there's a similar file with the same name without an extension, that would be the private key.
Mm-hmm.
But first we want to try to see, well, what's going to happen is that you're gonna get a permission denied. But if you type cat user.text, because we assume that there's going to be some good information there, you see
Okay.
that we don't have permission for that. Now look at cat teleport.pub. Okay, so you see that's the public key. So now we want to actually look at the private key. So cat and just teleport.
Okay.
And you're going to copy that entire key. That also includes that, where the end RSA private key to the where it says begin RSA private key. So you want to copy all of that.
So actually, see if you can just say cat teleport and then pipe that into say CAT teleport.
Oh, pipe.
And say, yeah, pipe it into no, not that one. You were right the first time. The arrow. I'm calling it the wrong thing.
Redirect.
Yeah, and then whatever. What was it called? Something dot key.
Redirect.
Yeah, you're going to put it in a new file. You can call it private key.text. Oh, and
okay, so that's why we were copying it.
Yeah, because right now we need to go back to our, you should probably open up another tab because we are in the network.
Oh, in chart. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why you will need to copy that key.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
My bad, Slam.
No. This is great. I'm really enjoying myself. So yeah, and you can echo or you can just put it in there. Yeah, and then save that file, and then you're going to have to give it permission. Yeah. Awesome. And yeah, so you will first actually need to, does the order matter? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I
No,
was
no.
about to say the same thing. We about to find out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's great to know. So
Yeah.
perfect. So now you can actually CD into that, remember the Charlie folder in the home folder? You can CD into that.
Uh,
And
okay.
you're going to do cat user dot text. Yeah. So you can, and I think you have to copy it with the flag, like that whole entire statement.
Yeah, for some reason I am unable to copy. What happened?
So the way that I do it, I don't know if it's the best way, is if you say edit and then copy and then put it into the little clipboard in the middle. So say edit copy in the terminal window is what I do. I think Slam was doing it with a keyboard shortcut that I don't have right
Yeah.
in my mind.
Yeah, I was doing shift control copy.
Uh,
But also I was able to highlight that whole statement. So I don't know why I'm not able to.
Uh,
But you can
Nothing's
all
getting highlighted.
you
Sorry,
oh, I can see the high.
it's
Mhm.
it's stuck.
Oh,
I'm
it's
unable to do anything else. Yeah, I'm trying to double click all these places. Nothing's working.
okay.
yeah, you may have to just refresh the page and let it reload the terminal.
This, the
Yeah.
entire.
Yep. Like if you look over to the left, too, there's like yeah that one that works.
Okay.
So would you mind unsharing your screen?
Oh yeah.
We'll do the last challenge question or and let me see what's going on. If I can find it. Okay, sharing. Okay, so we need to escalate privileges because we want to find the root flag. And so what we will do is finally use that sudo list option. And then the password for Charlie is, let me see. I think it's
Uh,
what CN, wait, no.
my 1 hour was up, hence it has stopped the machine for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought you got 2 hours, but
I could do that +1 for the time, but then the attack machine, now when I try to start, that's what it says. Non-subscribed user can only deploy attack box for an hour.
oh,
I'm sorry.
No, no worries. So this means if I had used my own Kali with the VPN, that would have been better.
well, yeah. So I used to be that the attack box you got 2 hours. But I guess it's now an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do your what is it called, the Open VPN on your Kali machine, then you don't
Right.
have a time limit. You can do it as long as you want to.
Yeah. Okay. That got me today. That's okay. Thanks.
Um, so I'm trying to, I thought Charlie's password was the one that we put in the challenges question, but now I don't see.
Oh no, so I think you're doing like sudo -l, so just enter wrong password again. You don't need a space in between the dash and the L. So it's trying to log in with Charlie, and we logged in with his SSH key. So just say sudo -l, yeah, and then enter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so now we should go, well, we're gonna go to a the GTFO bins. Yeah, GTFO bins GitHub site to look for some kind of privilege escalation command. And so let's copy this in our. Okay. Um, okay. So, and then I want to get out of here. Okay. Almost done. We're gonna type VI in the search box. Let's look here. Let's see if this. Am I doing this correctly?
You are. So if you click on sudo for VI, so see like maybe the fifth one down,
Oh
it
yeah.
says VI. Yeah, so you just want to find all of the evil purposes that you can use for VI. So in this case, you want the one that's under sudo, I think.
Yeah. So I'm gonna copy this and I'm going to go into the terminal. I'm gonna hit enter and I'm going to type who am I? And now you can see that I am root. And now I'm gonna cd into the root folder, ls. I'll make this a little bigger. That's helpful. And then I should, I'm guessing cat this. So we see that that's a Python file. So it should be executable in some way. So I'm going to see what happens when I execute it. And then we want to put the key in. So let me go back to this and see, put this key in. Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna have to play clipboard games.
yes. Okay. Okay, and then let's see if that, and we have our flag. So now we are in the chocolate factory. Now we're like basically have all the privileges of root at this point in the chocolate factory. So we're gonna control copy that, and then I'm gonna put it as my final flag. Copy, submit, and we have finished this.
Yeah, you had two that didn't require an answer. You just have to click completed to finish. So the one in introduction. So if you
Oh
click
yeah.
completed there, and then the top one, then it'll give you all of your confetti. Yeah, that one. Yay!
Okay, awesome. Wow. Where is I know I just finished this room, but I want to check in with everybody else to see where you all are at in terms of your room. Let's see who is here. Where you, I know you were having some problems with, I think your screen was frozen. So where are you at in terms of completing the room?
Yeah, so I couldn't connect to it because of the time issue, but I'm good. I think I can do this on my own later.
Okay,
Thanks.
awesome. Um, Candice, or sorry, it, feel free to correct me. Where are you at with your room? Oh, look. So it seems like Michael, you're good. And luckily we have this amazing write-up that was put together. So it's always helpful to do these things more than once. Um, and I've been playing around with Nmap a lot more. And so it was like really exciting for me to like see the Nmap commands and be like, oh, I know that and I know this. And Netcat I'm starting to get more familiar with. Um, but yeah, a lot of it is just like being patient.
I definitely don't know a single netcat command, so I definitely learned some things today.
Awesome.
I used them, but I didn't know what they meant.
Yeah, this makes me really want to play around with the room and see how far I can go and do like a little write up based on, even if I didn't understand it, at least like write up what I didn't understand. Um, let me, do you all need to have that information posted in the chat in terms of being able to download the write up, or are you all good?
So I just saw
Uh-huh.
there are write-ups available for download from that page, the Chocolate Factory room page.
Oh yeah, so I don't know everybody's familiar. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm a little tired, right? Familiarity with Try Hack Me, but most rooms have write-ups that people have done. So you'll see that that's the different than the write-up we provided for you
Oh,
in tonight's room.
okay, okay.
But there's a lot of lovely write-ups. I haven't gone through any of these, but I do find the write-ups really helpful. If you look at the chat, Arv, you'll and just scroll up a little bit. There is Tanisha was able to um, uh, put two things. There's the document is actually uploaded, so you can download it via the chat, and also if you go to blackgirlshack.org, and I will just paste it again. Let's do that. And then you'll be able to get that right up on the page. And I'm taking a long time because I keep pasting
Yeah, got that.
the flag.
Yeah, yeah. I just pasted it into the chat window, so I think they got it.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, I want to thank Black Girls Hack for having me here my first time doing this. I'm excited to do it again.
You did amazing.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Tanisha. Yeah, and
Yeah, appreciate it, Slammer. Thanks.
yeah, thanks so much for being so like such great participants. I learned so much from you all. And we will be here again next week. I don't know who's hosting next week, but I will be back in a few weeks. I don't remember exactly when.
Yeah, so I think I'm hosting next week. But I appreciated the break today. This was amazing. And then I think Slam will be back in a couple weeks, but I'll give you guys a heads up in the Slack channel when they're coming back. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Awesome. Okay, well, have a beautiful weekend, everybody. I don't know how you normally close this out, Tanisha. I want to continue the traditions.
Look, they don't have to go home, but they got to get out of here. Goodbye.
That's perfect.